Alright, here in automation, your goal is to make a jump peg game. And it'll look like this with pegs in it with holes and edges cut, and it'll be sand and smooth. And one of the first things you're going to do on day one is you're going to drill the holes on your jump peg game. In order to do that, we need to learn something about a coordinate system. So first we're going to talk about this wood block, because using the drill press we have to drill the holes on this block. And with this coordinate system you need to understand that there's a X is horizontal and Y is vertical, and this center dot, this is 0, 0, and then if in this direction X travels negatively, in this direction X will be positive, and Y from 0, 0 up would be positive, and Y in the down direction would be negative. So for instance, to explain further, if you went in this direction on this light, the X could be -1. If you went in this direction, X would be identified as +1. If you went Y up a little bit, this would be Y +1. If you took I in the down direction, it would be Y -1. Now for instance, you're going to be drilling holes that are off, you won't be directly on line, so you have to combine the two coordinates. So X, if you were to drill a hole right here, X could be -2, which would be -2, and then up it would be Y +2. If you were to drill a hole down here, it could be Y -1 or Y -3. It would be Y -3, X -1. And over here you'd have positive X coordinates and negative Y coordinates. Up here you'd be positive X coordinates and positive Y coordinates. And before you operate the drill press, you should have passed the safety test. This is the drill press that you'll be using to drill out your jump peg game. The drill press consists of on-off switch right here. Turn it on, turn it off. And you saw the spindle move down here, and which carries the drill bit, which will be doing the drilling. On the drill press you have a feed lever, which helps the drill press, allows you to control it moving up and down. And over here you have an automatic depth stop, and as I move it down you can see that it will hit these nuts and it stops at the proper depth. You cannot go too far down, but you do want to hit the stop. Next I want to show you how to put the wood block into your drill press, and what you do is you simply slide it over into this section. The important part is you want it all the way back in this corner up against these guides and this back guide. So it's easiest just to push it back in that corner and tighten the wing nuts down, and your wood block's in place. Now that you've got your jump peg game ready to drill in the drill press, you can see that from this sheet of paper on the counter you have the first hole, and this is where our coordinate system that we talked about comes into play. So the first hole, X is 0 and Y is 4. So X is 0, doesn't go anywhere. Y is +4, so it's up towards the top. And now you can see that there's an XY axis on this table. This drill press comes with a special table, and the X axis is not correct. We want to move it over to 0 for our first hole. There's a handle on the side that you just turn it over and you line it up with the 0 line. The Y was +4, so what we need to do is move it up to +4, and so we move using the handle and twist it up into the 4th line, and then our hole is ready to drill. Before you start drilling in your workstation, you should find a pair of safety glasses that works well for you. Put a pair of safety glasses on. If you have loose clothing or jewelry, make sure you take them off. I'll take off my ring. If you'd have sleeves, you pull those up. If you have long hair, you want to pull your hair back so that way it doesn't get caught in the drill press. My coordinates are now set up for the first hole, so I can turn on the drill press, take the feed lever, go all the way down, turn off the drill press, and you can blow away the extra parts, and your first hole's ready. Next, you would just go down the list and you'd drill all the holes. So next one's hole B, is X is 1 and Y is 2. So with the X-axis, I would move the X over to 1, and the Y, I need to move it down to 2. And then I turn the drill press. And drill my second hole. After that, I would work on hole C and work down through the list down to hole O. And if you make a mistake, just turn your call light and ask your instructor on how you can fix that. If not, just continue drilling all of your holes down through the list. Now, while I'm drilling my last hole, you need to allow enough time for both partners to get done with all the drilling. You can help each other keeping track of which hole you're on, moving the vices, but you need to allow one person to get all their holes drilled and then allow the second partner to drill all their holes.